starting to trade. If you look at stocks, they've started to trade. Just a couple I'll give you and I'll get started. NVIDIA's down to about 142, not bad. Let's see, gold's about 310. QQQ, let's see what QQQ is. QQQ is 523 on the QQQ. And the SPY, let me tell you, give the SPY real quick. The SPY is 592. So we opened, and this is very key, to open tonight came in at 59.64 on the S&P. It rallied up to about 60.05, and now it's selling back off 59.93. I think a key market you got to watch is crude oil, which is currently 75.80. Gets above 78 even. That was the opening price. Then you got a lot of selling that's going to stand into the market. Everybody got that number, 78 even on the market itself? Can everybody hear me okay? I didn't see anybody respond if they heard me. Yeah, type these numbers in there if you will, and then we'll get into the presentation. Thank you for coming tonight. I call this Winds of War. It's after an old miniseries in 1983. Did anybody ever see that miniseries, Winds of War, starring Robert Mitchum? It's really good, wasn't it? But that's what we got going now. A lot of the wins when you have these kind of activities. Market does not like uncertainty, and it's hard for the market to mount any rally of substance as long as you've got these kind of clouds over the market. So there'll be rallies, sell-offs, and all that. So it's a trader's market. That's what you got, a trader's market. When it comes to trading, we will definitely take advantage of this movement, okay? Did a lot of work this weekend doing numbers, getting set up for everything. And it's sort of nice because I had time, like I told people on Friday and Thursday, I had time to do things. Before I get started, who has MTI by DTI? MTI by DTI. Put the E-mini in there, the September E-mini, and tell me whether the era on Friday at the close was red or green. I thought it was pretty interesting if you'll look at that. Was the era red or green on Friday at the close? I'm talking about the short term, obviously. Everybody calling it up to look at it? That's pretty interesting, isn't it? How it gave and called tonight's open. I thought that was pretty good. That red arrow there. Still red, folks. It's still red right now. And I got my eye on it up there. Got it open. Takes some of my real estate that I use for keeping up with it. But anyway, I thought I'd point that out to everybody. One of the best tools for these kind of markets. That was a 30-minute time frame. 30-minute time frame. All right, I'm gonna get into the slides. Thank you for being here. We got a, goodness gracious, huge crowd tonight. Thanks for coming. Risk involved in trading, past performance is not indicative of future results. For those that don't know, I'm a former Air Force officer. I have a little experience in strategic and tactical thinking, and it really plays into these type markets. Active trader since the 70s, former member of Chicago Mercantile Exchange, specialized in futures. Author of 3 books, Winning the Day Trading Games, The Markets Never Sleep, and Trade to Win. In my opinion, I think the market right now is on hold, waiting for a potential response from Iran. The response can come in a lot of different ways, but odds favor some type of response. Odds favor some type of response. Got that overhanging anything we see this week, in my opinion. If I look at my schedule, for everybody, I set up a train and trade tomorrow from 11 to 2, 11 to 2 tomorrow, 11 to 2. Everybody's invited if you want to come. And then tomorrow night, I have my standard futures first, where that's going to be, having a seat in that class is going to be good tomorrow after we see the way it trades during the day, all day Monday. 10:45, we got connected dots. Genesis Algo Tuesday at 2:30. Wednesday, I got a 3 p.m. wrap up. Wednesday on the web, Wednesday night. Thursday, the Academy. Friday, the wrap up. So we got a pretty busy week. I will call a flash meeting if needed, if there's something that we need to talk about, but that's the general framework of the schedule. Any questions about my schedule this week? If you've never been to a train and trade, it's something I started. People seem to love it. We'll be doing that tomorrow at 11 o'clock. 11 o'clock. Look at the Seven Sisters. E-mini right now is neutral, but as I pointed out, have a red error over on MTI. Same on the NASDAQ. The Dow, same. The DAX, something you ought to look at tonight. If you don't get the DAX, you go to Bloomberg TV, and they give you live quotes on Bloomberg. I'm watching it right now as it goes by. Gold is popped. Now it's selling off a little bit, but crude oil's rising. Silver was, or crude, there it is right there. The number is 78 even. That's where it opened tonight. Get higher than that, you ought to probably short something. Buy the SQQQ if that happens. Bonds are neutral, 1322, traditional flight to quality. You're not seeing that right now. Seeing neutrality. News of the week. You got big news this week. You got some manufacturing. Tomorrow, you got consumer confidence on Tuesday. Wednesday, you have Fed's Chair Powell speaking on Wednesday. And then, not to be outdone, look what we got next. Thursday, we got GDP, and Friday, we got PCE. Not to be outdone. That PCE will be a pretty important number the last day of June. PCE. So you got a lot of market moving news towards the end of the week. And you got Israel, now US, and Iran at the first of the week. Probabilities, not good tomorrow. Look at Tuesday. Wednesday gets stronger, Thursday stronger, and Friday. I would expect if the market can flush, meaning go down and hit some lower lows, there'll probably be a rally at the end of the week. That'd be my guess. That's just a guess right now. I don't have any numbers to support it, but based on experience, that's typical. They shake, rattle people up, shaking out, then all of a sudden you see a buying step in. That's typical what would happen on a week like this. My 10 tickers for the week. I've got Circle, CRCL above 250 is a buy. CoreWeave above 190 is a buy. SQQ above 24.11. It's currently 23.20 as a buy. QQQ below 514 is a sell. SPY below 588 is a sell. XSP below 591, a sell. If Apple has a bad couple of days and goes below 95.40, it's a sell. Gold above 312 is a buy. Silver above 33.85 is a buy. And I put CVX up here because if it goes above 152.55, there's an option play this week on CVX. A little different, but that's something that you should mark these numbers. Does everybody here know what to do with these 10 tickers? Step one, plug these numbers into your trading platform for alerts. If you're in TNT, look into TNT. If you're a TNT member, I'll be looking for option plays if these numbers hit. There's the 10 tickers for the week. Numbers that matter. What I did, I gave you two ladders to help you define where the market is trading. The way you do that is you look at the current price, which is 59.93. Gets above 60.20, it gets a little bit more bullish. If it goes below 58.69, your next target's 58.09. That's the way you use it. Always put the current price inside the numbers I give you here in the ladder, and it sort of tells you what to expect. Integrate that in with the reference bars we're in, your probabilities go up. Does everybody understand what I'm talking about when I say that's your numbers ladder for the E-mini futures? Okay. Right now, we're sort of neutral. It's 59.93 current price. You plug 59.93, it's below 60.20 and above 59.69. Crude oil. Take a look at crude. If I look at crude at 75.76, that's slightly bullish. Headed to 77.58, that'd be your next stop. Okay? Yeah, 59.69. Yeah, Lynn, 59.69. These numbers are good. 59.69. I thought it would be easier giving you the numbers ladder in case whatever time you're looking at the market, just do those two steps I just told you. It tells you what's going on. It's a simple way to keep up with the trend. I don't often do this, but I did it tonight to give everybody that heads up view where you'll be in sync if the market goes higher. RTX tonight is up at 153. That's huge, folks. RTX is at 153. I'm bringing that up because I actually own it, but I'm just shocked it's up to 153 tonight. Okay? I think that's good. Apple's down to 199. Again, Apple breaks 195, it's going lower. I've been working all weekend to get my numbers for a lot of different markets. So far, let me repeat, so far, in the month of June, I have made 22 flawless trades for people in the month of June. Hopefully you made some of those. Did anybody here make some of those trades I did this month? 22 flawless trades. Don't have a red spot yet. Have a week to go. Let's see what happens. I think I've been on. If you consider I was at 92% in the month of May. I think that's pretty good stuff. And that's probably why we got a record crowd here tonight. Word is spreading. Numbers that matter. 5 things to watch next week. Market's going to get very volatile. That means it's a trader's market. You want to follow the VIX futures, the symbol /VX. That's the way you follow it. Everybody else will follow the VIX over on the security side. Will be ahead of them by following the VIX futures. Currently, right now, the VIX futures is 2170. It opened at 22. Again, another check against whether the market's going lower. It will be above 22. That's how that works. Should be a safe haven rotation. Gold has to take out tonight, 34.05. Treasuries have to take out tonight, 114.05. US dollar is up right now. You can check it out. Again, go to Bloomberg, they'll give it to you. Investing.com will give it to you also. The Fed's dilemma gets harder. When did I say Powell was speaking? He's getting himself in a box. This is very important to listen to what he's got to say when he talks. Has he woken up from his deep slumber? We will find out if he talks this week. China-U.S. trade updates, walks for talk or headlines with the tariffs, tech policy, supply chains, especially in semiconductors and rare earths. European central banks just paused their rate cuts. Investors will rotate into global defensives that add money to utility stocks, stocks like that, defensive stocks in nature. The SPY and future technical levels. The key support is down at 59.27, 59.35, and the SPY equivalent. That resistance comes in about 60.20. Watch for the overnight moves. Any big moves. The way you'll know is follow the reference bar approach. I give it to everybody that shows up. It's the white papers on reference bars. You ought to read it, review it. It will help you. SPY and futures. Now, what market do you think I'll be trading a lot this week with this kind of volatility? I'm going to let my existing traders tell you. There's one market that I'll be trading a lot. QQQ, right, because I can go up, I can go down, and it's very liquid. So I wanted to mention the one ticker payout tonight in case anybody wants to get on board. I think we got 8 slots left, if I remember correctly. I'm not sure, but the one ticker payout is our program. Yeah, we got 8 left, and you might as well get on board if you're interested in this. There's a 2-click trade. I teach and trade. This week it ought to be a pretty good place to be. The one ticker program takes advantage of news. It takes advantage of volatility. It takes advantage of these up and down movements. And I like the fact we can get in and get out. Markets are open. I'll be monitoring as always. If I see an opportunity for the high probability one ticker payout, we'll alert you. We'll do it through email. We'll do it through text. We'll do it through Telegram. I foresee that we will do it pretty quick in the process once we get that trend. 2-click trade before the market closes. You don't have to watch it all day. You just got to be around at 3:30 each day. Over the course of a week, that's 30 minutes a day, about 2.5 hours that you'd have to pay attention. You'll know in the first 10 minutes of that, so that's less than an hour of your time to be part of this program and get to trades. Comes out right near the close. Overnight payouts is what we're looking for, like 723 on June, 1,000 on September, 1780 on November. Very consistent, what I do here. I told you, and overall, I've got 22 issued trades for the month. I'll tell you where to get in, where to get out for these short-term pops. Trade right before the market closes when I do it. You don't have to be around all day long. I will watch it for you to tell you if there's a setup that day. Go back to what you're doing, just make the trade. Expect 1 or 2 this week, maybe more. My accuracy is 81% overall, 18.4%. average winner and averages 920 bucks. Not a bad way to grow your account in this kind of market. Don't sit there and not grow your account because you've got an opportunity tonight to be part of it. And remember, if you're starting out with a smaller account, that's totally fine. You got time. About as much as I'll pay is about $100 for these options. Start smaller, grow your account over time. And if you're new to options, you get access to our Options Made Simple course, which takes you all the way from beginner to pro. We call it Options for Rookies. If you're new, I'll tell you what you need to know about options. You forget all the rest of that stuff that Wall Street teaches. This program is a program that I charge for. I don't. I include it in this program free of charge. All you have to do is take advantage of it, the power of the QQQ, give you everything you need to get started. We can price this at anything based on the returns. The one ticker payout keeps it simple. Two things you got to remember. Every day, check at 3:30, see if there's a signal. They want to do a $7,500 price. Not even half that amount would take you $3,000 based on the average take. This is a scholarship program. If you want a scholarship, never got one that you should have got for playing sports or singing or whatever, here's your chance to get your scholarship. I'm not going to charge you $3,000. We'll do even better. You don't pay full year's access on the base membership. We're going to give you direct all the way to a lifetime membership if you're one of those 8 or 9 people left. Once in, you're in. Just every week we grind. These 2-click trades are sent to you on a silver platter during that time identified. You know what the ticker is. In fact, how good am I doing this? You might ask. 18 for 18 in this program. We're going to give you a $500 discount, take the price even lower for the VIP status. Now, I can't promise future gains, you know that, or protect against loss. There will be some losses. I will blow my 18 for 18 at some time in the future, but I want you to be totally satisfied. Take this, follow along, make sure you got it. Totally up to you. After 14 days, if I don't deliver, get your money back. Call our team, we'll refund every penny of it. No brainer if you're serious about trading. If you're one of them that come on board, go to the access. The email will tell you it won't be $3,000, won't be $24.97. $19.97 for a VIP lifetime access. But with that celebration discount, you knock off another $5 for $14.97. Goodness gracious. I can't believe they went that low. $14.97. Get your spot in the one ticker. Click the link in the chat. Go to dtitrader.com/lifetime or call 904-706-3532. And remember, folks, you know what I can do? All you got to do is take the trades. And remember, you don't have to spend all that time I did to get these setups. You don't have to look for hot stocks, no complex indicators. It's just straightforward stuff. We get long, we get short. Simplify it down, trade this program, grow your account, whether it's going up or going down. It's perfect for this week. 13,000 so far on this run in profit already, and that's real life alerts. Enough to pay for this membership 6 times over. So folks, there it is. I laid it out. I gave you a plan for the week, and that's the way it works. Now, I got a couple of administrative announcements. Let me give it about 4 or 5 minutes, let people get signed up, and I'll get into the administration portion of the week as I look around and see current prices. RTX now is at 154. Goodness gracious. Can you believe that? Would have made my night. 154. Barbara, I'll probably do something there. Absolutely. The symbol for RTX, go check it out. RTX, I'm long that. That's surprising. I bought it long term, but it's hit my objective. Bought it 145, 154. Can you believe that? I'm having a good night and haven't got to trading yet. Kathy asks, what are my thoughts about the S&P going above 60/30? Kathy, I would not go long right now. You need to get to the cash market tomorrow morning, okay? Yes, that is $500 off. You still consider it a lifetime. They're limiting the number that gets this price, folks. Give me a break. All you got to do is make 3 or 4 trades this week with me, and you got a scholarship. So get on board. Don't hesitate. This gets you excited. It ought to get you excited. Absolutely. I know you was looking at Apple, saying, why Tom put Apple on the short list? Folks, I see something you don't see. I got experience. Jack says they used 30 of those Tomahawks. That took it to 154. They might use a lot more, Jack. So, wow. Now, look, let me tell you something. I was in the Air Force. I was impressed that those pilots stayed in those planes 30 hours. I mean, that's something else. I mean, I could hardly stand to be up for an hour. But 30 hours in an airplane like that, that's incredible, isn't it? That's a unbelievable piece of machinery. Will says 37 hours. I thought it was 30, but it's 37. Hey, over 2 hours, that would be a day and a half back in the OF4. 37 hours. Whoa. My hat's off to them boys. Henry says the guy had a microwave oven and a lawn chair. You should get a check for a welcome email, Rayo. Get a welcome email and read it close. It should tell you everything you need to do. Okay? You had to have Red Bill to do that, huh, Bruce? How many people, let me ask this question for this administrative. Maybe as early as tomorrow, William. Adam, can you help him out there? Put your phone number in there and Adam will look you up and send it to you. Did you, Steve? Where at? What base did you repair? All right, here's a couple administrative things I wanted to cover with you. Tomorrow morning at 5. Tomorrow morning at 5 a.m. 5 a.m. tomorrow morning, I will start posting direction and give you my pivot number for today. It's a very important time in TNT. You saw where I go long to SQQQ. I gave you that number off the 10 tickers. That's administratively, okay? I'm going to be pretty close to the computer. I'll have a pretty good analysis for you in the morning. Be sure to listen to T-Buzz TV. And yeah, Kelly and Randolph in Texas, huh? Okay. The bottom line is, we're going to have a great week. Be part of it. Don't sit there on the side. David, don't worry about it. I'll figure out something tomorrow because I want to see tonight's trade, okay? 5:00 a.m. I'll get started tomorrow morning. The only time it's different if I stay up too late tonight, then I'll start at 7. But usually I'm there at 5. Folks, thanks for coming tonight. I hope you take the roadmap I gave you and use those numbers. I think they'll help you evaluate things. And if you put crude with E-mini, you got direction. All right, Ray, I think Adam's going to take care of you. Thanks for posting that. Folks, let's have a great night, a great week, and I can't wait. We got Train and Trade tomorrow at 11. Thanks, Adam, for putting this presentation together. Y'all get some rest. It's going to be a long week with a lot of opportunities.